What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at Copart for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. So here's something a little bit different, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't kept up with Fords in a while, so I was kind of surprised when I saw this. This is a 2019 Ford F-150 Platinum Edition. This should have all the bells and whistles. It should have absolutely everything that you could get on one of these trucks, I think. And then I noticed it said this. Say what? Powerstroke turbo diesel. But it says F-150 Platinum. Huh. Somehow it seems like those two things just don't go together. I forgot to turn my ringer off. I apologize for that. So, F-150 and Powerstroke. Okay, I'll play. Obviously, this one has taken some damage in the rear. That's pretty apparent from the way the bed is tilted. Oh, yes. Wow. I'm thinking frame damage, guys. What do you think? Absolutely. Absolutely frame damage on that one, man. Wow, it folded this sucker almost in half. So, here's my thoughts. A Powerstroke and an F-150. Nope. Didn't happen. Never happened. There's never been an F-150 with a Powerstroke. Absolutely not. So I'm not buying it. Oh, but it smells good. Breathe that in. This color on the interior is absolutely gorgeous. I'll give it to them. You guys know that I'm a Dodge guy. I'm a Ram man. All right, I love the Rams, but I will give it to Ford. I will. I'm not. There's so many people out there that are so closed-minded. They're in this like closed loop mode. They don't take anything from the outside into consideration except for what they've heard and what they believe. And to those people, Ford is the best. Nothing is better. And then you got other people that you've seen the memes where they make fun of Ford people for all being, well, you know, you see boys hugging on boys and they're like, look at the Ford guys. You know, they do the same thing with Chevy. You know, everybody makes fun of everybody. And in some ways, it is funny. Everybody gets to make fun of everybody. As long as we can all laugh about it and have a good time, hey, man, I'm all for it. But the reality is, you know, Ford may be better to some of you because that's just your preference. And that's okay. I'm one of those guys where I appreciate just about everything. I appreciate just about every make and model. You will not see me go and say, Nikes are the only thing I'll wear. No, I like Adidas too. I may even end up with some New Balances at some point. You know what I mean? There's no reason to be closed-minded. There's no reason to be hateful towards other brands. You guys know I had a pretty lousy experience with Chevrolet after spending a good chunk of change. And now I don't so much care for Chevrolet. I got burnt pretty good. And I'm just not a big fan anymore. But with that said, I would not go to somebody who has a Chevy truck or bought themselves a new Corvette and say, hey, your car's junk and my Ford is better. Or your truck is junk and my Ram is better. No. You know what? We all have our own tastes. We all have our own personal preferences, and that's fine. It's what separates us from each other. What makes us all unique. It makes us individuals. And it's great. It's a beautiful thing as long as we can respect and appreciate each other's differences and maybe even occasionally laugh at them from time to time. Kind of like I'm laughing right now when I look at the F-150 and some sucker threw a Powerstroke badge on the side of it. Like you're fooling anybody. You're not fooling anyone. Listen, if I open the tank to this, it's going to have no DEF or diesel. Wait a minute. Someone's screwing with... Okay. I figured it out. I figured it out. Someone stuck an F-150 badge on an F-250. That's what they did. This is not an F1... That's clever. That's clever. It's really a diesel. It's really a diesel. They replaced F-250 badges with F-150. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. All right. See, for a minute, I thought they just threw Powerstroke badges on it for fun, but no, they didn't. So, hey, you know, if we pop the hood on this, I think 2019 would have been the, what, 6.7 Powerstroke. let's take a look under the hood. Yeah, they had me. They had me. They did. They got me good. Oh man, where's the hood release on this unit, man? Boy, I sure don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so when we pop the hood, we're going to be greeted with a 6.7. There it is, the good old 6.7 powerstroke, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? That doesn't look like a 6.7. That's tiny. And where's the big turbos on top? Guys, somebody help me out here because I'm feeling very confused right now. That doesn't look like a powerstroke, but it says powerstroke right on the top of it. What is going on? I feel like I'm losing touch with the world, man. Okay, now if I'm being completely honest with you, because I already know I've given you ample time to leave negative comments and tell me what an idiot I am and how I don't know what I'm talking about. Guys, I already knew from the beginning, this is a 3-liter EcoDiesel. Yep, EcoDiesel. Ugh. Powerstroke, I think that's what they call it anyway. It's like an EcoDiesel. It's a 3-liter. It's a little bitty thing with 250 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque. You get a maximum towing capacity of 11,400 pounds. That's crazy. And a payload of just over 2,000 pounds. Now, it's probably a little different on this one because it's the Platinum and it's got like everything. But somewhere over here, somewhere, there's a sticker somewhere that tells you all that information, but we don't care because I'm not buying this. This is outside of my price range. 61,000 miles on the odometer, and it fired right up. And you can tell immediately, this is not an EcoDiesel. I mean, this is not a powerstroke. No, it is not. You can just listen. That's tiny. That's tiny. I'm not a big fan of this new generation EcoDiesel thing that everybody's doing. Like, everybody's got their own version of an EcoDiesel now, and you know, I guess I understand it to a certain extent. Everything's got to be more fuel efficient. Everybody wants to drive big trucks, but they want to get 40 miles a gallon doing it. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. If you want a big diesel truck, then drive a big diesel truck, man. But get the right engine for it. If you're going to buy something like this, you need a big powerstroke. Now, I only say that, not because I'm closed-minded, but I say that because I'm just not a fan of these little diesels. It seems like the more I read about them, the more I find out how unreliable all of them are. Does anybody make a solid, reliable EcoDiesel? If they do, leave a comment below. I'm relatively certain that I'm not going to see many comments stating that EcoDiesels are reliable, because what you have is you have trucks like this. Somebody jacked them up, they put big wheels and big tires on it, got a tow hitch on the back. They're probably driving these things like they would a big real diesel engine. They're putting loads on them that they probably shouldn't be putting on something this small. And don't forget that even though you have the towing capacity of a small diesel, I mean, it's a good towing capacity, but let's not forget, this is, at the end of the day, still a half-ton truck. It's got a good payload, it's got good towing capacity, but it is a half-ton truck, guys. This is not a 3/4 ton, this is not a 1 ton. And the strain that's going to be put on those diesel engines, these little bitty diesel engines, I don't know. I don't feel good about them. I wouldn't buy one because I just don't feel like they're reliable long term. But if you've got a different experience and you want to drop a comment below, I'm always open to hear what you have to say. So what do you think of the new video format? Around 10 minutes, between 10 and 15 minutes per video, and you get 3 of them a day, and the video is about the thumbnail. Like, there's no fluff. If you click a video of a truck, you're going to get a truck. If you click a video of a G550, you're going to get a G550. So you know what the video is going to be about when you see the thumbnail. Before you've even clicked it, you already know. It's a relatively short video, so you can enjoy the rest of your day. You can catch one of my videos in the middle of a break or on an elevator. You could probably watch a video before you finish your coffee in the morning. So if you enjoy this style of content, let me know. Drop a comment below and hit the thumbs up button. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.